Welcome back to our webinar series. My name is Heather Barthelmess, and I'm the Marketing Manager for MET here at the Michigan Department of Treasury. So far, we've talked about the Michigan Education Trust and what it is, and why you might want to save for future education with MET. Today, we're going to dive a little deeper into the different plans MET offers and how the flexibility of these plans can help you meet your savings goals and the way you can contribute to your MET. MET offers 3 different prepaid tuition plans to choose from. You can choose one or more of these plans for your future student. We have 2 university plans, the full benefits and the limited benefits, as well as a community college plan. Community college is your least expensive option. You're going to be buying credits to be used at the in-district rate at any Michigan public community college. If you buy this type of plan and your student decides that community college is not for them, that's okay. We can convert your credits into a dollar figure payable to a 4-year institution. Full and limited benefits, as I mentioned, are both university plans. Full benefit is kind of like your premium university plan. It's going to cover credit for credit at any Michigan public university. It can be the most expensive school or the least expensive school, doesn't matter. However many credits you've purchased, we will pay whatever those credits cost. If you have a full benefits plan and your student decides to attend an out-of-state school, we can convert your credit hours into a dollar amount based upon the average of the Michigan public universities at the time the student decides to attend the out-of-state school. It may or may not cover the full cost of the out-of-state school, but it can still be used there. Limited benefits plan is less expensive than full benefits, so think of it kind of like your standard university plan. It's going to cover credit for credit at any of the Michigan public universities up to the point where you get what we consider an out of formula or an above average cost university. Those typically are the University of Michigan Ann Arbor, Michigan State, and Michigan Tech. If your student attends one of those schools on a limited benefits plan, we may prorate the number of credits that we pay to that school. So for example, in the 24-25 school year, if your student has 30 credits on a limited benefits plan, which is about a year of tuition, and they're attending the University of Michigan Ann Arbor, instead of MET paying 30 credits to U of M, we're paying 27 credits. So it's about a class a year that we don't cover. However, if the student attends Central or Western or Oakland or Ferris, all those other schools on a limited benefits plan, those are currently fully covered credit for credit. If you have a limited benefits plan and your student decides to attend an out-of-state school, again, we're going to convert your credit hours into dollars, but this time the dollars are based upon the lowest cost Michigan public university. So think of Northern Michigan University prices. Less money going out of state, but you paid less for the program. These programs are all very good. You can mix and match based upon whatever meets your goals and your budget. No matter which plan or plans you choose, MET offers flexibility. While MET is best used at a Michigan public college or university, MET funds can be used at Michigan private colleges, out-of-state colleges, and trade schools. MET is also able to be used alongside scholarships. If your child gets a full scholarship, their MET can be terminated for a refund. However, most students will get a partial scholarship opposed to the full scholarship. In those cases, the school can still bill MET for the full tuition. MET will then pay the tuition, which will result in an overpayment because of the scholarship. The school can then use that overpayment to pay for the student's other charges like room and board, books, etc., or refund the overpayment to the student. So even though MET can only be billed for tuition and mandatory fees, once the MET money goes to the school, we don't care how the school applies it to the bill. If a student does not need all of their MET credits, unused credits can be used towards graduate school. MET will pay the upper level undergraduate rate, so we won't cover all of grad school, but you can still use it there. Unused credits can also be transferred to a new beneficiary. The new beneficiary can be an immediate family member of the original beneficiary. That can include their siblings, first cousins, niece, nephews, even the original beneficiary's own children someday. Many of you are probably saving for young children, so don't worry what their so you don't know what their future holds. But even if they decide education beyond high school is not for them, MET is refundable if they decide on a different path. Just remember, refunds that are not used for qualified education expenses may be subject to a 10% federal penalty and regular income taxes on the earnings portion of the refund. If your MET is used for school, there are no taxes on the earnings. Contributing to your MET, no matter which plan you choose, it's easy. You can open your MET with as little as $25. Every time you put money into your MET, you will buy credits or fraction of credits based upon the prices in effect at the time your contribution is received by MET. Additional contributions can be made at any time. You can also set up automatic recurring contributions. You're not required to set up recurring payments, but setting up automatic contributions can help you reach your savings goals faster. You can set up recurring payments from your bank account through ACH or from your paycheck through payroll direct deposit. Payroll contributions are made with after-tax dollars, and it's just like splitting your paycheck into a different bank account. I also recommend sharing your contract number with friends and family so they can gift into your MET for holidays and birthdays. They can make those gifts online or by mail. It truly is the gift that keeps on giving and will certainly last longer than a new toy. Now what? If you're ready to enroll, you can do that on our website at setwithmet.com. You will want to have social security numbers and birth dates for anyone you want listed on the contract, as well as your bank account information if you're planning to contribute to your MET today. Enrollment takes about 15 minutes. If you have additional questions about the program or your particular situation, you can set up a free virtual one-on-one session with a MET staff member. You can find the link to schedule an appointment on our website. And of course, you can also call our office at 800-638-4543. Thank you for joining me today. Please check out the other videos in our webinar series on our What is MET page of our website.